Shalom, Kala, Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim, Rakar Kadash. Much honors and respects to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and to all the brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth, rightfully abiding the word of truth. You do that through your precepts. I say Shalom. Back for another quick 4-part lesson. We're going to title it Strive for the Masteries. All right? So that comes from 2 Timothy 2 and 5. All right, we're right here. If a man also strive for the masteries, yet is he not crowned? Okay, question mark, all right? Except he strives lawfully, okay? In other words, following the rules, okay? And again, there are rules. There's a way in which to do it. There's a proper breakdown, there's an improper way of breaking down scripture, okay? So if you follow the rules, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little, that's how you get the understanding. Because again, David told you that in Psalms. All right, Psalms 119, 104. It is through thy precepts that I get thy understanding. Okay? So, and again, people, you will receive a crown placed on your head by Yahweh Shai, which shall not fade away. There are 2 precepts for that, but I'll give you just one for now. Let me take you to that. All right, what is that? 1 Peter 1 and 4. All right, we'll get 1 Peter 1 and 5 in a bit. Give me a minute. All right, what does it say here in 1 Peter 1 and 4? To an inheritance that is incorruptible and undefiled. You see that? And that fadeth not away. Do you understand that? Okay? Is that not plain enough for you? Reserved in heaven for you. Okay? You understand, people? Give me a minute. All right, sorry for that. Let's move on here. Give me a minute. All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon 3. All right? We'll see where it goes. Normally, I would read down to 10. All right, we'll see where the Spirit takes me. All right, but the souls of the righteous are in the hand of the Most High, and there shall no torment touch them. Why not? Because they're the apple of the Lord's eye. All right? Israel. Okay? Particularly the elect. All right? Give me a minute. All right, Zechariah 2 and 8. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts of meaning as in armies, as in the angels, when you go into that word here in the blue letter. All right, we're not going to do that for time's sake. All right, so for thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts of armies, as in the angels, after the glory have he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you Israelites, you Negro, Latinos, and Americans. For he that touches you touches the apple of his eye. All right, that's how important you are to the Lord. Again, after a period of glory, the Lord of heaven's army sent me against the nations, all right, to plunder you, all right, to take us, away from them, from the heathen, right? He's coming to destroy the heathen, right, to set up his kingdom. For he saith, anyone who harms you harms my most precious possession. See, Jacob is the lot of the Lord's inheritance. Deuteronomy 32 and 9, people. All right? Give me a minute. So let's get back. Wisdom of Solomon 3. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery. Okay? And, you can get into Ezekiel chapter 37, the valley of dry bones, which also will lead you into Revelations, the 11th chapter. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street. Okay? And again, this death, being dead, is not in the physical sense, but mentally and spiritually dead. The elect of Israel. All right? The men that he has quickened. You would use the word awaken. All right? But the word is quickened, restored, made alive. All right? Anyway, let's move on here. Okay? And they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are at peace. Right. Because, again, the Lord has taken us, those valley of dry bones, out of the darkness and brought us into his marvelous light. And now we were standing up as a spiritual army, and fear came over our enemies. Again, as you read in Revelation, the 11th chapter. All right. And again, this is talking about, the two prophets, the two candlesticks, the two witnesses. You understand? All right? Which is the northern and southern kingdom of Israelites, made up of you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans that make up the 12 tribes. And in particular, who? The elect. All right? And for though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. Hello. And again, we are here and set up to make our these living bodies a sacrifice. As you read, what is that, in Romans? Give me a minute. Right, Romans 12:1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your body as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto the Most High power, which is your reasonable service. We'll end this here. We'll be right back with parts 2, 3, and 4. Shalom.